Hello. This is Alicia from Quick and Delish. How's it going? It's Memorial Day weekend and I thought I would make a tabbouleh salad for you. There's a video down there below. It's entitled Quinoa and Black Bean Tabbouleh. I highly recommend using this as a template to make numerous recipes. So you can substitute wild rice instead of quinoa, or farro, or barley, or whatever grain you want, roasted sweet potatoes perhaps, and then you could substitute the black beans for chickpeas or another bean that you like, white beans. I like to go for color contrast, and so that's why I chose black beans, because there's a lot of color contrast. Okay, so the recipe, I'm going with cooked quinoa. This is maybe a cup and a half of cooked quinoa, and so I'm trying to actually make enough for a couple days here. And I have 1 can of rinsed black beans. If you rinse the beans, then that reduces your risk of flatulence. No guarantee, no flatulence. I'm just saying, some people have flatulence post bean consumption, no matter who, what. Anyway, I'm using the Goya beans. They're pretty awesome. Goya also has an organic line, but that's all I could get in my local grocery store here. Excellent. We're still sheltering in place here in the Bay Area. This is 1 English cucumber. I love English cucumbers, not because they're wrapped in plastic, but because you can eat the skin. Plastic helps the cucumber stay fresh longer too. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of, nobody's a fan of plastic, except for it's helpful in some circumstances, right? Unfortunately. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, 1 whole English cucumber. I have here a whole large carrot. Grated. I just decided, I had a bunch of carrots. I like carrots. Unfortunately, this was a giant carrot and it doesn't really taste very carrotly. It doesn't taste carrot-y or carrotly. Unfortunately, but I wanted to add more vegetables, so hopefully it'll just disappear. That's my goal. Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna add all of these peppers because I want to use them for some other stuff. So I have another can of black beans that I have rinsed, and then I have some sausage that I'm gonna put together and add the red peppers, and maybe some of the enchilada sauce too. Okay, that I made a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, excuse me. That's frozen. I'm just gonna leave myself a little bit for the future. This is a whole jar of roasted red peppers, and I just cut the whole thing up so I had more options and choices. What else are we gonna do? Okay, so lime juice. The acid we're gonna use in this is both lime juice and lemon juice. And check this out, I love using a spoon. Love using a spoon to squeeze the juice. I love it. I also love limes. And yes, if I could marry limes, I would marry them. Okay, I could have zested these limes if I thought of it before I cut them, but I neglected to take a moment. Well, actually, I usually always think about it after I cut the limes or in the process of it, and I'm like, whatever, dude. That's what I think, unless I really want lime zest in there, which I usually do, but I forget. But you could zest the half lime after cutting them in half. That's no big deal. I just didn't grab the lime zester, not the lime zester, because we don't have different zesters for citrus. We just have one kind. Okay, I'm gonna go with 1.5 limes and see how that treats the salad. I'm gonna go with a 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. You're gonna see afterwards if that's enough olive oil, if it's coated well enough. I'm gonna go with actually a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and this is my cooking demonstration pepper grinder that doesn't like me. I actually don't recommend getting a pepper grinder that's super skinny because the peppercorns get stuck. And anyway, it's a sexy pepper grinder. You gotta give it that. Okay, so then I'm here hilarious and totally forgot to pull out my mint and parsley, but I did wash it because I made pictures of it, took pictures of it. But you can watch me cut the herbs. Luckily, I'm quick like that. I don't know if I'm really quick. I don't consider myself quick. I'm gonna do the whole tuck away. Let's see if I can not. Okay, so I'm doing 1/2 bunch of mint and 1/2 bunch of parsley. And that's it. I'm glad I remembered to wash this, or else I would have to refilm. Aren't you glad? Okay, this is gonna go easy. Super easy. So I only ripped off the bottom of the stems, like the super tough stems, because the more delicate stems are flavorful, I think, personally. If they're tough, pull them out. If they're tender still, keep them in. That's the rule of thumb of whether or not you want to get rid of, like rip something off stem-wise. Okay, 1/2 bunch of parsley, Italian parsley, curly parsley. They both are awesome. Everybody, you know, I was brought up with, okay, so 1/2 of a bunch of mint. I'm gonna actually pick these off because you have to make sure. Oh my gosh, the mint smells so delicious. I wish you were here to smell this with me. I wish you were here to smell this with me. Okay, this is so fun. I'm trying to build a stack of mint leaves. Stacking the mint leaves up. I'm gonna see if this is enough. So, best case scenario, I have a nice pile of, I'm cutting the pile in half actually, and then piled up the nice little pile. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I can, and that's all that matters. I know it's a video, it's kind of awkward. Okay, 1/2 bunch of mint, chopped up. I'm gonna make a mess. I wish I had a little secret sink. No secret sink for me. Okay, we have, let's tally everything that we have in the salad so far. Okay, so we have cooked quinoa, we have black beans, 1 full can of rinsed black beans, almost a jar of roasted red bell peppers, 1.5 cups of shredded carrot, and I squeezed 1.5 limes in there. I'm going to probably need to add more. And then I'm actually going to add blueberries to my little portion I'm going to have for snack. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. So this is a lot of vegetables, right? So there's carrot, cucumber. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So gorgeous. I love eating the rainbow. Okay. I thought I almost, before filming this, I thought I needed a nap, but there's nothing like putting together a salad to get all jazzed up. Okay, I'm gonna taste this and see if I need more. I'm guessing I need more lime. I'm guessing I need more lime. Okay. I was right. I'm usually right. So I like really strong flavors. If your bunch of mint or parsley is a small bunch, you could probably put the whole thing in. If the bunch is gigantic, occasionally the bunch of mint and parsley is gigantic, so I would recommend just using half. But certainly if you're like, if you know for sure you're not going to use the mint or parsley, just put it in there. The traditional tabbouleh recipes usually ask for like 3 to 4 cups of parsley chopped and maybe mint. You could put fresh chives in this, which would be fantabulous. Okay, cool. So I mean, I would go for 2 to 3 limes. 2 to 3 whole limes, depending on how limey you like it. I really like lime, and yes, if I could marry it, I would. Okay, look at this gorgeousness. Okay, I'm gonna plate some for you to show you what I'm gonna have for snack. Okay, I don't think I tasted it. You could even put more cucumber. I believe my original recipe has more cucumber and more cherry tomatoes, but I was just using what I had. That's how it goes. This makes a nice salad. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna add some blueberries. That one's a little squishy. You don't want to eat the squishy blueberries because they're probably going bad. Okay, I hope you can see that. Huckleberries would be great in here in the fall. What else? Grilled peaches. A couple grilled peach slices. Maybe, ooh, some grilled pineapple chunks. That would be so good. Like you grill the pineapple in large pieces and then you chop it up right afterwards, and then have a little bit of contrast of warm pineapple if you eat it right away after you grill the pineapple. You could put some scallops on there, some shrimp, some chicken, whatever you got. Put it in there. It's a pretty versatile salad. You could change up the beans, change up the veggies. You could put some roasted summer squash in there instead of the cucumber. Roasted cherry tomatoes, fresh cherry tomatoes. You could put some kale in there. You can put this salad as is on top of a bed of lettuce. That would be delicious. So it could be vegetarian. You can add whatever animal products you want. Have a little bit of cottage cheese on the side. Sky's the limit, people. Sky is the limit. You could have just like a cup of this for a snack, afternoon snack. That would be awesome. All right, well, the last tip I was going to share with you is, okay, so sometimes we have a hard time drinking enough water, and one of the reasons is maybe we don't have a strategy, maybe. And so one of the things you can use cucumbers for is, especially if you keep the skins on, is put 3 or 4 slices in a pitcher of water, and then let it soak in the refrigerator, just, a couple hours. And then it'll taste like cucumber. It's delicious. Spa water. You could also, here we go. No, just kidding. Haha. Okay, so instead of like chopping this mint up, this is a gorgeous. I don't want to do the gorgeous one. I don't want to destroy the gorgeous one. Here, I'm going to do this is gorgeous too, but anyway. So instead of chopping this up, this washed stick, you can just kind of bruise it with the back of the knife. So I'm not using the, I wouldn't hang out in the kitchen with the knife like this, but you just bruise the mint leaves slightly, and just in case you can't see this, then you nestle this in here, and then you have cucumber mint water. And if you wanted to take it a whole other level, you can, I wouldn't, I was going for safety measures of how to slice the lime. I know, I'm being weird. Okay, lime slices. Lime slices and cucumber and mint. Delicious. Okay, so put that in the refrigerator for a couple hours until it's cold, and it'll totally taste like cucumber, lemon, if you put lemons in there, limes, and mint, and it's so delicious. This is actually my favorite spa water, is the mixture of the citrus slices, mint, and cucumber all together. Now I'm paranoid I have parsley in my teeth, or mint, or quinoa, because all the stuff sticks in your teeth, right? And I don't have a friend to tell me, yo, you got stuff in your teeth. I gotta look in the mirror because I'm chilling out by myself. Sheltering in place. Okay, so spa water is a great way to drink more water if you have it a pitcher, and then that's in your face, in your environment, so you have something to look at. It makes it easier to drink water. Cheers to water. Water is wine of the gods. Oh, last thing I was going to show you. I made a frittata. This is 12 eggs. Very heavy. Roasted sweet potatoes. I cooked some spinach and I tossed some pesto in it and squeezed lemon juice and got rid of the extra liquid water that from cooking spinach. And then I added some sauteed mushrooms and then a little bit of lamb sausage to like half of it, just to see how that was. I don't typically like to add meat to my meat or cheese to my frittata because I like to keep it as is, and then I can add stuff to it if I want to. So that's how I like to think of recipes, is like a foundation for a meal, and then I can add to it depending on what else I have in the refrigerator. Like add a couple Kalamata olives to the frittata on the side. I like, you know, having more options later on instead of having eating the whole thing with too many things in it. Maybe it's not too many things. Okay, cool. So this is it for my recipe idea for, you know, picnicking this spring and summer. Sheltering in place is nearing the end, I believe, and we're kind of like hunkering down in terms of the pandemic, and our goal is to reduce reduce the spike whenever that may happen. And so that means just like keeping the distance and staying safe, washing our hands, not touching our face, wearing masks whenever that makes sense. And so picnicking can be totally done, social distancing, and you know, you can picnic with the people that you're already contaminated with, right? Because you're already contaminated. Cool. Well, that's it for me today, and I hope you check out my recipe video for quinoa black bean tabbouleh, and see you next time. This is Alicia signing out. And don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe and share, or anybody you know that would benefit from some super healthy, easy, flavorful meals. This is Alicia signing out. Bye.